Would you please rise and bow your heads? Dear Lord, thank you for this day. Thank you for allowing all of us to come together today to acknowledge the hard work and accomplishments our class has made over the past 4 years. We thank you for the wisdom and guidance from all the teachers and staff here at Neville High School. Thank you for all the friendships we have made that will last a lifetime. Please help guide us as we embark on our new journeys through life. Please help us to remember to be humble, follow your path, and let your light shine through each of us. Please allow each of us to bring laughter, happiness, and sunshine, just as Tarver did and continues to do through each of us day in and day out. Thank you for all that you have blessed us with. Amen.
Please remain standing for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Graduates, you may be seated. Good evening, everyone. I am Caitlin Edwards, the 2025 Senior Class President, and it is my absolute honor to welcome you all here tonight. Tonight, we are celebrating the end of one chapter and the beginning of a new one. Thank you to our family, faculty, and staff for getting us this far. Enjoy the ceremony.
Good evening, everyone. Let me add my welcome to our family members and guests here tonight at Neville High School and Bill Ruple Stadium. Tonight we gather to celebrate the graduating class of 2025. To our graduates, we remember your entry into Neville High School just 4 short years ago. You sat in the auditorium seats across the way with your anxious energy and your excitement about taking the leap from junior high to high school. You had visions of what you thought your high school experience would look like. You quickly began the process of making your vision a reality. You learned your way around our big old building in no time, and you were off and running. Now, 4 short years later, we can look back at your journey with pride. You have shared your talents with us. You've left your mark, endured hardships. You've laughed together. You've cried together. You failed at times, but got up again. And you have raised the bar in areas for future classes to reach for. I speak on behalf of our entire faculty and staff when I say we have enjoyed building relationships with you, fostering your growth. Hearing about your future successes are very important to each one of us. We look forward for you coming back to Neville High School. A few things to remember as you leave us here tonight. Hard work will always pay off. You can and will inspire others. And when life takes unexpected turns and you face difficulties, never, never give up on yourself. Tigers, remember one last thing. Once a Tiger, always a Tiger. Come back to see us.
Good evening, everyone. It gives me great pleasure to stand before you and present to you our students with the highest honors. As I call your name, please come forward. David Arthur Anderson. Benton Thomas Anzalone. Sophia Elizabeth Bonin. Kayla Cherie Seville Cooper. Garrett Allen Davis. Hannah Omar Mahmoud El Ghorani. Viola Zhang. Thomas James Kennedy. Jackson Wycliffe Lewis. Rayquesia Sheree Lewis. Mary Elizabeth Miller. Noha Moker. Stella Corinth Knights. Jordan Armani Pierce. Ivy Reese Stevenson. And Julia Catherine Wood.
It is my honor to recognize the remaining upper 10% of our senior class. When I call your name, if you could please stand and remain standing. Anna Catherine Brockman. Sydney Margaret Davis. Amelie Elizabeth Garrett. Daisy Catherine Guy. Cadence Nicole Hall. Julian Xavier Hanks. Allison Tasia Mobley. Sydney Michelle Pace. Reese Hooks Reichart. Michael Dixon Sandifer. At this time also, of those students that were the valedictorians and salutatorian, if you could stand up as well. If you could join me in applauding our upper 10% of our senior class. Thank you, Tigers.
Good evening, everyone. My name is David Anderson, and I am very honored to be able to speak today on the virtue of perseverance, perseverance being the P in Proud to be a Tiger. We as a class have persevered through much, through Mr. Rogers' classes, AP exams, and many horribly hot days like today. But now, we are at the end of the journey, a day that many of us have waited for since pre-K. I know when I was in elementary, I always looked forward to today as being the last day of school ever, and that obviously filled my soul with great joy. I believe that after today, I'd be home free, able to kick back and not do anything for the rest of my life, a sort of a dream. As we know now, that is not at all true. Surprisingly, life actually moves forward once you graduate from school, and that is not at all a bad thing. In fact, the world is actually opening up to us now, and we are able to see possibilities that the younger versions of ourselves were blind to. While that may be daunting, and we may sometimes want to run back to the past, we must keep moving forward into the great and wonderful future that awaits us all should we choose to seize it. We should not be scared, but instead continue to persevere as we have before. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Benton Anslin. The letter R is for repair. 298,778. That's what the odometer on my Forerunner read this afternoon. That car has taught me a few lessons about the meaning of repair. At first, I thought to repair just meant to fix something, twisting together the frayed wires on a broken Xbox controller or using duct tape to hold together an overstuffed English binder. Upon further inspection, I realized the power of the word. Repair speaks to resilience, to the belief that damage isn't the end, but a call to action. Replacement is always an option, but when we repair something, we acknowledge its worth. We say it's not disposable, but fixable. The act of repairing requires patience. Often, when something is broken, the easy choice is to find a quick replacement, but sometimes getting rid of a stain or repairing that relationship can be a lot better than finding something entirely new. Choosing to repair is choosing to believe in second chances. It's a sign of strength, and it shows that we care enough not to give up. Thank you.
Hi there, my name is Sophia Bonin, and my word is overcome. And I'm beyond honored to call myself a part of the class of 2025 and incredibly proud of all of y'all. We finally made it, and the road to this stage hasn't always been easy. Our freshman year was not only a huge transition into our high school years, but also out of online school. Quarantine, like for many, hit me like a brick. So hard that I had stopped doing school for 2 months. Believe it or not, I was failing 8th grade. Funny, coming from a valedictorian. It is not the obstacles we face or our past that define us, but what we choose to do about it. We are a class of passionate, smart, diversely talented hard workers who have the ability to do incredible things. I know this because I've seen it. Whether I'm in the welding shop or AP Calculus, I see the passion that burns bright in this grade. I encourage you to find your passion and dive into it. And don't be afraid to ask for help. Failing 8th grade me would not be standing here today, let alone pursuing mechanical engineering, if not for my incredible family, dependable friends, and life-changing teachers like Mr. Rogers and Miss Smith. So go into your next chapter with pride, Tiger pride. Take the passion and skill and support we've been honored to receive at Neville and do something with it. Congratulations to all of you, and have a nice day.
Good evening. I am Kayla Cooper. The U in Proud to be a Tiger means you are not alone. The hardest lesson I was taught at Neville High School came not from my teachers, although some of Rogers' pre-cal tests came very close, but from my peers. The concept of help can be scary. Think of a time when you raised your hand in class and saw your classmates direct their gaze towards you. Daunting. It could be just me, but on an off chance that it's not, I want you guys to know that you are not alone. You do not have to struggle alone. I guarantee you someone has faced a similar situation and made it through. Yes, life is hard and unfair, but please don't give up. I'm here today because when I realized things were really hard, I asked for help. I soon realized that my classmates were just people who wanted to help and were not scary after all. Always remember, you are not alone.
Hello, everyone. My name is Garrett Davis, and I'm truly honored to be up here tonight. Some of you may be surprised to hear this, but most of you know that I am a serial procrastinator. Whether I'm writing an essay, studying for a test, or even just penning thank you notes, I find it all too easy to find any excuse not to do the task at hand. However, as Ms. Tucker preaches, procrastination leads to stress. And I'd like to add that stress makes failure all too easy. So you may be wondering, how did I get up here? Well, it's because I found the key to stopping procrastination: diligence. But I don't need to tell you about diligence because everyone sitting in front of me has already shown it. It's easy to forget, but we aren't actually legally required to finish high school. So the fact that you've all made it here, no matter your future plans, means that you have all shown plenty of diligence. Not everyone applies diligence the same. As you can see, all 15 of us valedictorians have shown diligence through our grades, but many of you excel in other ways, like winning boys single state champion, landing your photo on the National Geographic website, or selling your homemade comics at a public Comic-Con. Not a single one of those were easily accomplished, but those students had the diligence to push through and earn their recognition. So then, no matter where you're going, remember to stay diligent. If procrastination leads to stress, diligence leads to success. Congratulations, class of 2025.
Good evening. My name is Hannah Elgarani. First, I want to thank God for guiding me and my family for their unwavering love and sacrifices. As we gather here today, I'm reminded of the strength and pride that comes with being a Tiger. When I think of the letter T, I think of tradition, the kind that's been built over generations of Tigers who walk these same halls. It's the tradition we uphold when we wear our black and gold, honoring the legacy of Neville High School. It's in our academic achievements, athletic victories, and the countless hours spent rehearsing for performances that brought us closer together. But tradition isn't just about looking back. It's about carrying forward the values that define us. It's about supporting each other, learning from every challenge, and celebrating every success. It's about embodying the spirit of once a Tiger, always a Tiger, knowing that the bonds we formed here today, bonds we formed here will last a lifetime. As we move forward, let us carry this tradition with us. Let it remind us of our roots, our shared experiences, and the unwavering support of our Neville family. Let it guide us to continue striving for excellence no matter where life takes us. As I stand here representing my senior class one last time, I speak for all of us when I say, once a Tiger, always a Tiger. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Viola Jang, and O is for open-minded. Fellow graduates, when we leave this stadium tonight, we will move on to the next chapter of our lives. We will meet individuals with opinions, ideas, and beliefs that are different from our own. As we embark on this new journey, I encourage you to be open-minded. I want you to be willing to listen and consider ideas without judgment. It will be challenging to be open-minded because our brains are programmed to stay within the familiarity of our beliefs and within the familiarity of our Neville family. But I want you to step out of that comfort zone and broaden your horizons. Being open-minded does not mean that you have to agree with another person's ideas or that you have to change your values. It means that you're willing to push yourself to understand another person's perspectives. I want to challenge you to embrace the unfamiliar. We must remember, knowledge is endless if we never stop learning. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Thomas Kennedy, and B is for brick. In the beginning, they told us to chase the sun. They put it in front of us and gave us a path. The path was placed with such care. We chased the sun. Our feet fell on tender soil. Over the years, the soil lost its softness. Our feet grew less innocent and more tired with every step, but we maintained our steadfast faith in the path and the brightness of the sun. Eventually, the path expanded and became a road. The dirt turned into rigid brick under our feet, but one day, our step was met with empty air. We searched frantically for somewhere to go. The only thing that remained was the sun. It was so bright, brighter than ever before. Hungry for its warmth, we were apprehensive at first, but we know what we must do. We have to build our own road from now on, brick by brick, step by step. We may not always lay every brick perfectly, but we will continue chasing the sun, stepping on the bricks of our collective labor, determination, and wisdom. The sun shines brighter on our faces every day, and I know that someday we will reach it. B is for brick. Keep stepping forward.
Hi, my name is Jackson Lewis, and E is for efficiency. Being efficient is commonly misunderstood as rushing or cutting through to the finish. True efficiency is about finding purpose. It's about using time, energy, and focus to achieve goals with intention. Throughout my 4 years at Neville High School, I've had to learn to balance school with my everyday life. I learned not just how to work smarter, but I learned to work efficiently to make the most of every opportunity. To me, efficiency has always been more a mindset than something I just do. It's prioritizing what matters and dropping what doesn't. So as we step into this next stage of life, I challenge myself and all of you to keep an efficient mindset, stay on task, and remember what matters most. Thank you and have a good night.
Good evening. My name is Ray Lewis. First and foremost, I would like to thank God for giving me the opportunity to stand here today as one of the valedictorians. This moment is more than just a title. It's a strong reflection of my hard work, dedication, and most of all, ambition. As for ambition, it was a sudden driveness to succeed, to come top of my class, to maintain a 4.0 GPA. It was me pushing through long nights of studying after a stressful day of work. It was the determination to reach a goal, to earn something I could be proud of. It's what made me aim for this moment right here, right now. Ambition isn't about being better than anyone else, but better than yourself. I have seen this same ambition rooted in all of my classmates. As we move on to the next chapter of our life, carry this same ambition with you, because with it, we become anything. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Mary Miller, and it's an honor to be with you all tonight. When I found out I'd be representing the letter T, I was genuinely excited. During my first year as a varsity cheerleader, I was the tremendous T in our Tiger line. And for over a year now, I've worn a bracelet with a small T charm on my wrist. So yes, T is personal to me. But I also believe it's the perfect letter to represent our class, the Neville High School class of 2025. T is for together, because we've leaned on each other. Thank you to every teacher, teammate, faculty member, coach, and classmate. We truly couldn't have done it without you. T is for tenacity, because we're the class that made it through a global pandemic, political tension, economic uncertainty, and carried the weight of losing a beloved member of our class. T is for Tarver. Tarver changed the way we live and the way we love. His sunshine didn't leave us. It continues to light the path ahead. So as we leave here today, remember this. Whatever life throws your way, meet it with courage. Live boldly and try fearlessly. Because to live, to truly live, is to try. This isn't goodbye, it's just the start of another chapter. And I hope we keep showing up in each other's lives. 600 Forsyth will always be our home. Thank you.
Good evening. I'm Noha Moker. I is for intention, because even when the world doesn't see the effort, intention holds its own quiet power. There's a beautiful teaching from the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. Whoever intends to do a good deed but does not do it, Allah still records it as a full good deed. That means even when we fall short, when we try, when we care, when we aim to do what's right, it still matters. As students, we've all had moments where we tried our best, even if the result wasn't perfect. But what I've learned is that the value is not only in what we achieve, but in the heart we bring to it. And sometimes it's the smallest intentional acts that leave the biggest mark. The Prophet, peace be upon him, also taught that even a smile is a form of charity. That simple gesture, a sincere smile, is an act of kindness, a way to lift someone's spirit without a single word. Before I end, I would like to thank God for guiding me and my family for loving me and supporting me through every step. I wouldn't be here without your support, prayers, and sacrifices. So as we move forward, may we always remember that when we begin with intention, we end with impact. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Stella Knights, and the letter G stands for gratitude. Today is not just about diplomas and achievements, it's about the people and the moments that brought us here. It's easy to focus on what we wish we had or what didn't go as planned, but it's important to remember how much we already have. Gratitude is about recognizing the people, experiences, and challenges that shape us. Even through all the challenges we face, it's vital to reflect on the value of our experiences and every person who helped us get to where we are. I have felt a great sense of gratitude throughout my time at Neville. I am thankful for my teachers who have pushed me to do my best, for my classmates who make school a little more entertaining, and most of all for my family, who are the ones that have supported and encouraged me the most. As we graduate today and go forward in our lives, remember to appreciate the good moments and learn from the difficult ones. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Jordan Pierce. I want to begin by thanking God for all his blessings and my family for endless love and encouragement. The letter E serves as a strong connection to endurance. Endurance isn't just about surviving. It's about thriving through challenges. Our journey through high school hasn't always been easy. We've tackled academic challenges, overcome personal trials, and adapted to circumstances that tested our resilience in ways we never expected. Yet, here we stand, stronger and more resilient than ever. We've learned to adapt, to support each other, and to keep pushing forward even when the path ahead seems uncertain. These experiences have forged within us a spirit of endurance that will serve us well in the years to come. As we step out into the world, let's carry this endurance with us. Remember the lessons we've learned here at Neville, the importance of perseverance, the power of community, and the unwavering spirit of a tiger. Embrace challenges as opportunities for growth, support one another in times of need, and never lose sight of the dreams that fuel your journey. Thank you.
Good evening. I am Ivy Stevenson. Medical researcher Jonas Silk said, ironically, "The reward for work well done is the opportunity to do more work." Tonight, we will each receive a diploma in recognition for our achievement, a reward. People often picture a reward as a final destination, the end point. But hard work fosters opportunity. We each worked so very hard to be here, so why stop now? There might have been times where you've slipped up. I know I have. Whether it was failing a test because you didn't feel like studying or procrastinating on a paper that's due at midnight. You made a comeback. Otherwise, you wouldn't be sitting here right now. And sometimes the journey is as much of our reward as the destination. Congratulations, class of 2025. Appreciate the process and never settle. Thank you and good night.
Check, check.
Good evening. My name is Courtney Bibby, and I am here to present the Ernest L. Neville Scholarship. In 1957, the E. L. Neville Scholarship was established in memory of Ernest L. Neville, former superintendent of Monroe City Schools. Mr. Neville served the district from 1901 to 1948. Neville High School was named for him when it opened in 1931. This dedicated educator always sought the finest teachers available for our schools. For this reason, the Neville Scholarship is presented to an outstanding student who plans to pursue a career in teaching. It is also the reason why the selection of this award winner comes from a panel of Neville faculty who were also educated at Neville High School. As one of only 2 awards presented on graduation night, this scholarship holds a high distinction in honoring the future leaders in one of the most noble professions, and it preserves the high value of what a diploma from Neville means. Our hope is that this year's recipients will carry on the pride and work ethic learned within the walls of our school and will proudly and enthusiastically mold future minds in the same spirit of Mr. Neville himself. I am pleased tonight to present this year's E. L. Neville Scholarship to Grace Stevens. If you would, Grace, please join me on stage to receive your award.
Good evening, Neville Nation. My name is Maxwell Butler. To the graduates of the 2025 class, congratulations, you've made it. I would like to start off by thanking Mr. Tom McDade and his wife, Miss Dorothy, who so generously give in order to make this award possible. The McDade Tiger Award is given out to each year a Neville graduate who demonstrates remarkable love, respect, and embodiment of the core tenets of Neville High School. I'm proud to say that this year's recipient has done exactly that and much more. While he is an incredibly well-accomplished student, both academically and athletically, receiving awards for both at the state level, these accomplishments are far outshined by how he carries himself. Wherever he found himself at Neville, he served as a light for his friends, classmates, and teachers, even on their darkest days. His infectious joy spreads to every facet of Neville he was involved in. He has helped foster connections all throughout Neville, whether working as the captain of various varsity-level sports teams, co-founding Boom Youth Fraternity, or being a friendly smile in the halls. Although he has done so much, he holds close to his faith and the humility God calls him to, being a true servant leader in everything he does. Although we are sad to see him go, he will be taking the gifts God has given him to make an even bigger impact at University of Louisiana Lafayette, where he will be playing football and baseball and studying criminal justice. With that, I am pleased to announce that the 2025 recipient of the McDade Tiger Award is Cam Riley.
On a joyous night like tonight, we all honor and celebrate the achievements of this graduating class and look to the future with incitement and optimism. They, like others, have enjoyed victories, cleared obstacles, and endured hardships. However, dealing with the loss of a beloved classmate and friend is something no class ever expects to encounter. In the winter of his junior year, Tarver Braddock entered the church triumphant. He left behind family and friends who will forever cherish the time he spent with them, remembering the special connections that will last a lifetime. While the Neville Nation can never fully bear the burden carried by his family, he is dearly missed by all of us. We can all help to continue the legacy of happiness and friendliness that helped define him. Though his seat is empty on the field this evening, the hearts of the senior class and the faculty and staff of Neville are full with his spirit. Since Tarver will forever be part of the class of 2025, he is receiving his diploma in memoriam tonight. Accepting on his behalf is his cousin, Thomas Campbell. So, the first diploma has been presented to Tarver Michael Braddock. David Arthur Anderson. Benton Thomas Anzalone. Sorry. Yeah, you're gonna need Sophia Elizabeth Bonin. Kayla Cherie Cooper. Garrett Allen Davis. Hannah Omar Elgarani. Viola Jang. Thomas James Kennedy. Jackson Wycliffe Lewis. Raquisha Sheree Lewis. Mary Elizabeth Miller. Gael Antonio Acosta. Liddell Dwayne Adams. Destiny Shanice Allen. Janiyah Elise Allen. Mary Hope Allen. Ara Francine Arcilla. Alasia Simone Armstrong. Artiana DeMonquinette Armstrong. Damian Demetrius Armstrong. Hannah Elizabeth Baham. Demarius Lavelle Baker. Isaiah Michael Banks. Emma Michaela Barber. Joshua Jehaven Bell. Clarence Matthew Betts III. Braden Christopher Blade. Caden Nehemiah Bluford. Breasia Chanel Blunt. Jacob Bradford Booth. Isabella Lyric Boyer. Rachel Lynn Boyer. Anna Catherine Brockman. Austin Brooks. Jeremiah Isaiah Antoine Brooks. Beauty A Miracle Brown. Chloe Alyssa Brown. Layla Gabriella Brown. Tyler Michael Brown. Carson Michael Bryant. Riley Kate Bryant. Takira Ryasia Bryant. Marshall Henry Burkett. Catherine Claire Kane. Marty Andre Campbell. Thomas Hamilton Campbell. Janiyah Lynetta Carradine. Jasmine Nicole Carter. Reagan Mackenzie Carter. Nalea Melania Kleins. Van Ace Coleman. Joseph Earl Collins. Madeline Alexis Colvin. Elias James Cross. Khalees Lamonte Dangerfield. Sydney Margaret Davis. Eli Miller Day. Sarah Jane Deal. Zachary Taylor Derwin. Nyla Aaron Dorsey. Caroline Christine Doobie. Trendon Deshawn Dumas. Addison Marie Ellerby. Anaya Jade Ellis. Oliver Friday Ellis III. Corbin Michael Falk. Charles Castle Fontana. Leo Palmer Fontana. Malaya Fortner. Danny Annalise Foster. Parker Reese Franks. Amelie Elizabeth Garrett. Catherine King Godfrey. Christopher Gonzalez. Patrick Rayshawn Gooden. Angelo Ramey Gordon. Clinton Gordon Jr. Robert Latravion Graves III. Rebecca Marie McGray. Lillian Abigail Greenwood. Michaela Elon Griffin. Hannah Noel Guillory. Daisy Catherine Guy. Cadence Nicole Hall. London Graham Hammonds. Julian Xavier Hanks. Haven Natanya Harris. Abigail Claire Harvey. Sir Keithan Marcel Head. Dominique Antonia Hearns. Kiwan Damarian Heckard. Sosie Reed Hemrick. Holden Michael Hernandez Harris. Isaac James Heron. Henry Herbert High. Hayden Michael Hodges. Jasmine Michelle Hollins. Cicely Clarice Holmes. Jornay Ryan Honor. Shakivia Tadrine Hostin. Brendan Jace Hustis. Catherine Olivia Hughes. Anaya Kristen Isaiah. Cameron Nicole Jackson. Dion Latre Jackson. Destiny Michelle Jackson. Dylan Thomas Jackson. Isaiah Malik Jackson. Casey LaJewel Jackson. Michaela Caitlin Jackson. Sanaya Michaela Jackson. Tristan Javay Jackson. Caden Lamont Jacobs. Kaisha Latavia Jacobs. Beautiful Agisha James. Harmony Renee James. Lauren Lee Jenkins. Akayla Kiera Johnson. Braden Michael Johnson. Neve Love Johnson. Xavion Tyrese Johnson. Caitlin Anne Marie Edwards. Georgia Lee Harvey. Noha Moker. Stella Corinth Knights. Jordan Arbani Pierce. Ivy Reese Stevenson. Julia Catherine Wood. Denaya Nevea Jones. Jaquez Daniel Jones. Mallory Ann Jones. Brock Robert Jordan. Lyndon Parnell Justice. Tallulah Ruby Keith. Nicholas Daniel Keisey. Xavier Dion Kidd. Jonas James King. Zoe Alessandra Cudless. Sarah Elizabeth LaFleur. Tadasha Laurel Lemons Jr. Tytravius Terrell Leonard. Demario Sanchez Lewis. Ashton Elizabeth Little. Javari Armad Lockhart. Heaven Nevea Longino. Jalisa Lachey Mack. Jade Whitley Mahoney. Brianna Elaine Martin. Jacob Paul Matthews. Jacob Michael McCarty. Brooks Oliver McCoy. Ruby Jean Magoo. Peta Jeanette McGregor. Robert Harold McKinney III. William Ryan McLemore. Sarah Thompson McQueen. Elijah Case Mitchner. Allison Taishia Mobley. Bailey Adriana Mobley. Emery Omari Moorhead Turner. Emma Elizabeth Moses. George Emmett Mott IV. Chevy Lewis Navarro. Hannah Jakaya Nelson. Janice Renee Newman. Jalen Damon Nichols. Justin Coy Nolan. Janae Antoinette Owens. Sydney Michelle Pace. Nia Servoya Page. Alan Thomas Parker. Jason Xavier Parker. Dia B. Patel. Angelon Durans Perkins, Jr. Aiden Angelo Phelps. Bryce Anthony Pleasant. Kaylin Amaya Porter. Marcus Dwayne Powell, Jr. Tyler Dwayne Powell. Xavier Keon Price. Jamoy Ali Raymer. Sophia Marie Rainwater. Hadley Hannon Reed. Trayvon Jeremiah Reed. Isabella Aline Reeves. Peyton Cole Reeves. Reese Hooks Reichart. Joseph Christian Ryder. Cameron Michael Riley. Brajon Jarrell Robertson. Bryson Hanks Robinson. Jeremiah Devon Ross. Orlando Arthur Ross. Jessica Karen Roy. Bonnie Paige Ryan. Patrick Douglas Sanders. Michael Dixon Sandifer. Connor Lucian Sawyer. James Pasquale Scalia. Keldon Bertrand Shaw. Paris Tyler Shelton. Alana Lene Segal. Akila Marie Sims. Ian Cole Smith. Jalissa Danielle Smith. Jalicia Elena Smith. Joe Jonathan Leandrew Smith. Layla Simone Smith. Max Burton Southern. Shanice Anjali Specs. Mitchell Martin Spence. Prentice James Starr III. Grace Kelly Stevens. Austin Elizabeth Searles. Cannon Pierre Talbot. Michael Dwayne Tappan Jr. Kimberlyn Kaylee Tate. Martarius Keyshawn Tates. Brian Terry Jr. Caitlin Faith Thompson. Inaya Janae Treadway. Caleb Richard Vaughn. Carter Garrett Vinson. Connor Trent Vinson. Savannah Christine Walker. Ella Camille Waller. Cornelius Lee Ward, Jr. Javontis Darnell Warren. Nevaeh Nicole Webster. Kiera Dawn Wells. Madison Raleigh West Bell. Richard Michael White II. Shamika Lachey Wright. Lakeisha Renee Whitty. Chantel LaFay Whitty. Amelia Tykeria Wiley. Jada Nicole Williams. Sky Mashara Williams. Roland Bertrand Willis II. Harrison Kyle Wines. Jordan Reagan Winters. Elijah Oram Young. Ladies and gentlemen, the 94th graduating class of Neville High School.
Okay, Coach.
Graduates, would you please stand? Mr. McCarty, by the power vested in me by the Louisiana Department of Education, Monroe City School Board, as Superintendent of Monroe City Schools, I now confirm and declare graduates of Neville High School, class of 2025, you may now move your tassels. Congratulations. Great job.